Okay, so I'm finally back at my recovery house, and yeah, so we got into my brand new faja, which I will show you guys a little bit later. Today is my day 11, so it's day 11 post-op, and I'm gonna talk about something that a lot of people I don't really see. I mean, people mention it and they say things about it, but it's kind of hard to explain the mental health aspect of having plastic surgery. Everyone thinks that it's so glamorous and it's gonna be so fun and all this stuff, and it's not. It's very painful, it's very mentally taxing. And y'all, I'm close to the camera because I have to lean. And that's the thing. You, at this point, you're at your most vulnerable point, in one of the most vulnerable points in your physical life. Yes, it's cosmetic surgery, but yes, it's still a major surgery. And so, what I have been experiencing, I'm so sorry. Y'all, I'm trying to catch my breath and I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna say. And I'm trying to, rest and, not forget anything. Then I'm looking at my scalp and I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I'll oil my scalp in a minute, but anyway, it is what it is. But you're at your most vulnerable point physically. You just had this surgery, and no matter how much medication you take, and no matter how much things that you do, you're in a 24-hour state of discomfort. There is no time during the day that you are comfortable. You are always uncomfortable. There is always discomfort. You have the drain, and the drain, if it gets clogged, it sucks in your tissue. That shit hurts. And then you have the swelling, the inflammation from the whole procedure. Your body is gonna be so swollen. And some of the, hold on, y'all, that's my husband calling me. I'm gonna call him back. And some of those swollen areas, they get hard, like under my arm. This area is getting hard, which is why it's so important that you get massages. And so you have this hard, swollen, bruised area, and somebody's gonna be rubbing into it, pressing into it, trying to break down that tissue. And then you have to wear the faja, and the fajas are tight and they don't give. And you're trying to get comfortable and you're trying to sit on your bobby pillow, in the circle. You're trying to sit in between the circle, and you're trying not to let too much pressure. You're trying not to put too much tension on your tummy tuck line. You're bent over, your back. Oh my God, your back. Then you have on the faja and the sleeves, and oh my God, it's a lot. You gotta wear the pressure socks, and then getting up, you have to activate these muscles, and it hurts. You're in pain. You're in pain, some kind of discomfort, 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week, and it does not let up. It doesn't let up when you're sleeping. It doesn't let up when you're moving. It doesn't let up when you're still. It does not let up. And so it fucks with you mentally. And then not only does it not let up, now you're in a state of dependency. I'm a very highly independent person. Like, I don't have a whole lot of friends because I'm not codependent to anyone, even with my husband. I had to learn how to have that codependency with him because I'm so independent now. Sometimes I have to have help to wash my ass. It wears on you mentally. It is a mental struggle. So some days are better than others. Like today, I'm having a good day. I'm up and about. I'm moving around. I'm making a video. But then a few days ago, what was it, Friday? I was like, y'all can have this whole fucking body back. I want to go home. I wanted to go home. I didn't care about nothing. I didn't want to eat none of this food. I didn't want to talk to none of these nurses. I didn't want nobody in my face. I didn't want to put on no faja. I didn't go to my oxygen chamber treatment. I canceled all my appointments. I didn't want to talk to my roommate. I didn't want to do anything. It was one of those types of days. And I've had a couple of those types of days. And then you have days where you're just completely, feel like you're completely helpless. And then all you can do is cry. And so the mental part is ugly, y'all. And so if you're thinking about having surgery, just know that you're gonna have to prepare yourself mentally and, you know, as best as you can, because, you know, there's no way to prepare for it. There's no way to prepare for it. What makes it better is I have a really good team of nurses here at Alamo Dollar House. We have very good nurses. And my surgery sister, the one that I picked to, you know, go through this with me, she's made it better. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet person, whereas I'm like, I'm sweet and sour, but she's always sweet. And so it makes a difference. Whew. Okay, so that's it for that. And we're gonna talk about fajas next. Okay, so let's talk about fajas. My experience with fajas. So when you first have your surgery, for most people, most quotes, I haven't gotten a quote that did not include the stage 1 faja, because that is the one that they put you in right after surgery. You go into the stage 1 faja. Now your stage 2 faja, which has more compression, the stage 1 faja doesn't have it. When you first put it on, you are like, oh my God, I know good and damn well they're not gonna put me in this shit. How are they gonna close this? How am I gonna fit in it? This is not possible. And even like that first week of that stage 1 faja, you be thinking like, oh my God, like, how am I supposed to get into this? And then they be talking about, wait till your stage 2, mommy, wait till your stage 2. You be like, what? But I have officially graduated to the stage 2 faja. You do eventually get to stage 2 faja. So there are several brands of faja that, you know, people want to use. Alexander's is a big one, and I'm gonna speak about my experience with Alexander's. There's also Casa Columbia here, and there's Contours, and there's actually a whole bunch. There's a lot of places to get a faja, and that's the truth. But those are the 3 major ones that I know of that are in the DR. And then there's also Shape Curvy. There is, and these are American. These are American suppliers, I do believe. Shape Curvy, Curvy Gals. There's a place in Houston called Soul, and there's just lots and lots and lots of places. Amazon has fajas, and so, but you will need the faja for the compression. And I'm gonna tell you now, I was out of my faja all day today, and it did not feel right. It was like, where's my faja? I need my faja. Because after surgery, I think I mentioned before, my skin doesn't feel like my skin. It does not feel like it belongs to me. It feels like there's this foreign object that is attached to my body that is not mine. Okay, so like around my belly button, I had a tummy tuck. So my tummy tuck incision, I can't even feel it. Okay, my tummy tuck incision is here. That's where my tummy tuck incision is. This is my belly button. My belly button is numb. The skin around it, the skin, I can barely, that skin is like this weird, numb feeling. Kind of like when you get, oh, I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. Have you ever gone to the dentist and they numb you up for your teeth cleaning, or they get your teeth pulled or something like that? And afterwards, it's like your lip. You feel your lip, and your lip is like, it's on there and it's your lip, but it doesn't feel like your lip. That's how my skin feels. And so that's as relatable as I can make it. So the other day I went to go get my stage 2 from Alexander's Faha. Mind you, I always said I did not want to get my stage 2 from there. And my old doctor, I was gonna go with Dr. Mora. I think I mentioned that in a video before. But Dr. Mora does not let his dolls, D-O-L-L, he does not let his dolls use Alexander Faha. He says the fabric is too harsh on the skin and it's way too much compression and it's not good. It's not a good stage 2 for you being that early after surgery. So, but I didn't go with Dr. Moore. I went with Dr. Garrido. And so the owner of my recovery house, like she's a big advocate of, Alexander's is a big favorite of hers. And so she does advocate for them, you know. A couple of dolls that I really, really, really love and that I respect, and I followed their journeys, and they actually get good information also. You know, I spoke to a few of them and they really liked Alexander, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I will say this, with the Alexander Faha, this is not Alexander's. This is the new one that I got today. It had good compression here. It had really good compression. However, like this seam right here, it dug into my skin so bad because what she did was she gave me proper measurements, I guess, according to them. And she said I was a medium up top and I was an extra large down bottom. And so that's what she did. She went and got one that was you know, semi-custom, medium top, extra large bottom. It was killing my thighs. It was killing my butt. And it was so tight, so freaking tight around this area that it caused my vagina to get really, really inflamed and swollen and hard. And so right now I have a whole bunch of padding. So I have a lot of compression added here. So that's not how it looks. And so I tried to stick with it, but it was just getting worse and worse. And it hurt. The Faha, I can be uncomfortable. I can be uncomfortable. I can be uncomfortable. However you say it, it don't sound right when you say it fast. Anyway, I can have discomfort, put it like that. But I cannot subject myself to pain. There's a difference between discomfort and pain, and that Faha was causing me pain. And so I wore it to Alexander's today to switch it out. And they were like, no, mommy, this is correct. And I guess, you know, by them, the size, it was correct because it did hug and it had my butt cut out. It was just so tight. The way they make it is so tight right here across my hips, and I couldn't do it. And she was like, no, mama. In fact, you need to go to second hook. You need to go to the second hook. You need more. And so I was like, no. And so they didn't alter it. They said that it was fine. And so I was like, whatever, take me to Casa Columbia. And so this is a Casa Columbia Faja that I have on. Of course, these are the sleeves. It's different. So it does have the built-in bra. And I will always get the built-in bra because if I'm going to be living in a Faja, I'm not going to be putting on a Faja and a bra. And these damn sleeves. But anyway, so this is it. We actually did a 3 extra large. No, a 2X large. No, 2X. I think we did a 3X large at the bottom. So there's absolutely no compression down here at the bottom whatsoever. And then we altered it. She took 2 inches in at the top. And since right now I don't have any foams or boards in, there are some poise pads. It is stuffed with a few poise pads. This used to be where my drain was, so I need to throw that one away. But that's why I say if you're gonna do it, bring lots of poise pads, because you're gonna use them. They use them for compression. And so it has lots of poise pads on the sides and in the front to protect around here. Poise pads in the thing. And I think I got a poise pad in the back. And so this is how it looks. This is how I look. And yes, I'm still slightly bent over. Let me see if I can straighten this camera. Okay, so, all right. So this is my right male body. This is my day 11 body.